y'all? It's the world famous.
You're listening to The Darren Green Show.
Right here.
Welcome to another great episode of The Darren Green Show. I am your humble and graceful host, Darren Green. Chopping it up with my co-host, Derek Daw. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Chow. I'm ready to chow.
What happened?
I'm in an institution filled with remedial people.
Oh no, what happened?
Child, I didn't get paid for the second week. Not the second week. The second pay period.
Don't sound like you work there.
Don't sound like that's what I'm saying. Okay, let me tell you something, child. So, as you know, I'll go to school, child. I go to college. In this college, I work as a desk assistant, right?
Okay.
And I've been back for at least like 4 weeks. I've been working for 4 weeks. Still didn't get paid. And let me tell you what happened. I literally been texting them, emailing them, being real transparent and nice and stuff like that. Look, emphasis on nice. I woke up this morning and I see my paycheck and that still did not go nowhere. I go right on instead of me going to the office and cursing them out privately, honey, I went on the group chat. That's where all the other students were. I said, honey, I haven't got paid this is the second pay period where I didn't get paid. I'm not going to work until it's corrected. There was mad students texting back like, oh my goodness, I ain't get paid too. And I thought, you thought what? Honey, this is payday.
Mm.
So I'm like, you mean to tell me if I wouldn't have said nothing would have been said? No announcement.
They may have been waiting for
Waiting for what? We all know that the school's in the red. We had the board of trustees meeting. They trying to vote out. Them senators are trying to vote out that damn president. We are like what, 200 million, 60 million in the red or something like that.
60. Y'all owe $60 million.
Chow. I don't know about that number, but I know it's in the millions. Don't quote me, but it is in the millions.
How y'all go in debt that high? Was it due to COVID? What happened?
COVID, poor management, their whole real estate situation with West Campus. Like, it's a lot that's going on. I understand we strapped for cash, but y'all need to let us know when y'all not paying us. The problem is, and what had happened in the group chat, because they got their little graduate student to speak for them. Oh, well, I told you to put them in the timesheets, and I'm like, honey, let me speak to your manager. She finally spoke and was like, well, they didn't. HR didn't process your contracts. You mean to tell me that we would have never found out had I not say nothing? And I don't care if she got smart because she was like, oh, well, if you want to, temporarily get off the schedule, let me know. I'm like, I ain't gonna be working for free, child. I don't know what you thought this was. I know student workers are not as important as like faculty, but like a job is a job is a job. We get our W-2s just like everybody else, and it's like when we work a certain amount of hours, and I gotta pay for this podcast to stay on the internet. And I have to pay for this damn streaming service that we're using to stream live. I have shit to pay for. Okay.
Right.
And it's they don't value students here. That's all I gotta say. I cannot wait until I am done with this college for real. Honestly, truly, I was like, I had to talk to a couple before I got on here because I didn't want to come on here all ranting and mad and just screaming and stuff like that. I was like, yo, it's given very much. Moral of the story is, guys, don't be too nice. Don't be too nice. Because I've been nice to people for so long. Niceness gets you disappointment, okay? I literally had to threaten that I wasn't going to show up for y'all to be transparent.
Mm.
And if y'all didn't have the funding for the whole Res Life thing, get public safety to do our job then. And then tell us that this program is going to be shut down until we get the funds. It don't make any sense. It really don't, Derek.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And on my birthday weekend, because I'm turning 24.
Yes. Are you excited? You're getting old. You'll be 25 next year.
Ooh, don't be mean. No, I'm getting to that age where I'm like, ooh, I don't like my birthday no more.
I love my birthday.
I'm getting old.
I've been turning 25 for 10 years almost.
Oh, now.
Any words about it? They call this great.
Not bad.
Ciao. What? Child, that's gonna be my reality too. I'm turning 25. People be asking me how old you turning. I'm like, oh, I'm it's still my Jordan year. I'm still 23.
Whoosh.
Oh.
Yeah, I was 23. I don't think I was 24. I was 23 twice, and then I was 25 for like.
Oh Lord.
I was 25 for like maybe 5 years. Then I was 30, and then I was 25 again for a couple years. Yeah, I mean, age ain't nothing but a number. Ain't that what R.Kelly said?
Oh, let's get there, but not like that.
Ain't that what that man said?
Girl.
But what a week. You didn't ask me how my week was.
Oh yeah. Let's put a pin on that.
We can get into the PP man later.
Not the PP man. What's going on with you, Derek?
It's nothing.
Nothing. Not nothing going on.
Nothing. Everything. Nothing really major happened this week. I'm just working on my my website and trying to get some merch together for a festival that's happening next week. And I saw something online a couple days ago.
Want me to share the screen?
Oh, well, I mean, you can, about candy corn cookies. And I decided, like, I like candy corn. People be getting their feelings about candy corn. And I don't understand why they be acting like that. Like, it was creative. I love candy corn. I like candy. I like corn. I like cookies. So I was like, I'm going to make me something. So I literally made a mission that day to go and get everything I needed and make some candy corn cookies. And I did. I went on live and I ate them. People asking me if they can order some or whatever and give the recipe. So I may drop a video with the recipe, but candy corn cookies all the way for the fall.
Now, when I seen that over, I was like, whoever made that.
You said they're going to hell?
I said they need Jesus.
All right.
Candy corn, I don't know.
It's like, they're like tea cookies, but yeah. I mean, so candy corn, for people who, some people are like, oh, I don't like candy corn. I don't eat candy corn. I'm like, have you ever had candy corn? Like, no. I'm like, okay, you're a dummy.
Now you're a dummy.
Right. Because people be creating opinions about stuff they've never had. And it's like, we ain't never tasted it before. So how you know what it tastes like? You just don't like candy corn because you heard other people don't like candy corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then them the same people that eat circus peanuts. I'm like,
I like a circus peanut now. yeah, with some milk. Yeah.
You going to hell. Anyway.
Yo, for real.
Candy corn is based, the flavor profile is based on honey. It's literally honey, sugar, butter, and vanilla. Yeah. So for a sugar cookie, it blends perfectly. It's like a nice little chewy, like.
I never had it as a cookie, but I definitely had candy corn before. I was like, I
love it.
It's a little too sweet. Like, you know how I am with sweet stuff. Like, if it's too sweet, I need. Yeah, I'm the type that don't like cakes. Like, I like a pound cake. You get what I'm saying? But like,
you like sweet bread.
Yeah.
Well,
but I also don't like cornbread either. So I'm weird like that. I feel like it's too dry. It's too dry. I mean, it's not as dry. It's not an attractive taste.
Hold the phone.
Not hold the phone in the middle of the show.
Hello. Hey, I'm doing well. What's up?
Hold on, But my thing is with like sweet stuff. I think it is. I done lost my train of thought. Child, you done made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
What was I talking about? We was talking about
call.
Oh yeah, taste with foods. Okay, yeah. This.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think if it doesn't have an attractive taste, I don't really pretty much eat it. The thing with candy corn, now that you told me that it has honey in it, I'm like, oh, that's why I never did enjoy it, because I'm not really a honey person. But I don't know. Maybe in a cookie it may taste different, because there's certain things that people put together that taste actually good. There's people that put peanut butter on watermelon, and that's apparently good.
Now I saw them people putting mustard on watermelon this summer.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
People do too much, but yeah, candy like it makes sense if y'all can put M&Ms in cookies. Okay,
M&Ms are different. M&Ms taste good. Thank you. Like, come on now. Like, everybody likes M&Ms though.
Every week, I think I may make a different type of cookie with a different candy. I may do some Skittles cookies. I may do some now and later cookies.
We really got to talk to HR after this. Because you will not do that. You will not deface a cookie like that.
I'm going to make some Butterfinger cookies.
Okay, that might be good.
Like some peanut butter cookies with peanut butter, like the
Snickers. Ooh.
Snickers cookies.
I got into Snickers really late in my childhood. I was like, this is actually pretty good.
And healthy. Chocolate and nuts are good for you.
Yes, chocolate and nuts. Anyway.
Nuts, y'all. But yeah, so that was it.
Speaking of nuts.
I'm scared. Where is this going? Oh,
nah, I'm scared.
I'm like,
well, because he swung that way too. Ooh, let me stop. Anyway. Robert Kelly. We got to get into it. So as of Monday, R.Kelly was convicted in all counts in his New York sex trafficking trial. I believe it was 9 counts of sex trafficking and racketeering. He won't be sentenced until May 4th, but he possibly could face decades in prison. Not to mention he has pending trials in Illinois and Minnesota. So, you going to jail now. And my whole thing, because I wasn't, when I found out about it, I'm like, okay, yes, he's finally getting justice, because didn't he have a trial like way back when? And people had like real good evidence and he won. It's like, I don't get it. And then there's people protesting. Did you hear about the people protesting when they found
the Beehive?
The what hive?
The Beehive.
The Beehive. Ciao. I was like, are y'all kidding me? It's people was really saying, yo, this is a whole Boondocks episode. I'm like, we're gonna have to admit that Boondocks is like the next Simpsons, is the Black Simpsons, because they predict everything. This is so crazy how people are still supporting him and saying, oh, he's not given a fair trial. Like, he literally had chances after chances after chances after chances.
Delusional. Yeah, and I also, the only thing I don't like about this, well, a couple things I didn't like about this. I think I made a TikTok video about Andrea went on Good Morning Britain, and a clip of that was shared on the Shade Room, and I was looking at the comments. Everybody was jumping on her about her keeping his last name, and like she knew. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, first of all, she's one of his victims too. She was an abused woman, and she has 3 kids by this man. She shares the last name with not just him, but also her kids. And furthermore, I was looking at, like, it was like, what happened to the parents? Some of these parents who were sold pipe dreams or thought their daughters were going to be like stars or whatever, visitor stores, like, yeah, we took her over there and then we never saw her again, or like they basically were kidnapped. Then but see, the adult women, my issue was with the adult women. It's like, okay, well, y'all been hearing about this for at least 10 years now. Like, I don't want your candy, Mr. Kelly. Because I heard that you out here pissing on people and marrying 15-year-olds. But for whatever reason, people will do anything for their chance to make money. I think they're going to get some type of... It's really sad. The whole situation's sad. I still think that R.Kelly needs a lot of therapy. He needs help. He's clearly emotionally traumatized, psychologically traumatized. But, justice is being served, and it's a
and I don't get his
victims.
Yeah, and I don't get other like celebrities talking about, oh, he needs he needs to get some help and do some self-reflecting. I'm like, he could do that all in jail.
Yeah, away from society where you can't harm
anyone. Talking about, because you heard Akon's statements.
Nope.
What he basically said that, like, oh, he needs help and we need to hear him out and he needs healing and I'm like, you can do healing in prison, okay? He'll have a lot of time.
He gonna be in prison with the poor folks because he ain't got no money. He's like, what, $2 million in debt?
$2 million in the red.
Like, if he had money to afford like private sale, little extra stuff, then he could do that. But I mean, unless his fans create a GoFundMe. And which
It's
now if it was white, it'd be different because the white people they get handcuffs. They end up raising $1 million in a week.
Oh,
little Bobby go and shoot up the school. He get Burger King, and they do a GoFundMe. They put 100. People donate hundreds of thousands of dollars to help little Bobby out. But R.Kelly black ass gonna be in jail eating ramen noodles, thinking and writing music on the walls. So, but he does need therapy. He does need help, and I hope that because it's called correctional facilities for a reason. You know what I mean? Like it's supposed to correct you and then release you back into society as a corrected person. But we know that in America, the rehabilitation rate is far less than the recidivism rate. So yeah, R. Kelly's probably going to be locked up until Trey Songz gets locked up. Just rotate him out.
Apparently until Drake. Oh, let me stop.
Allegedly. Oh no.
Because that whole thing with Millie about the ground, girl. What's going on? Anyway.
They still talking about that? I didn't know they were still talking about that. All right.
There's little murmurs going around with the little Drake situation with that girl. I mean, not you like, what's going on? Yeah.
They just need to have a compilation album called Certified Sex Offenders. They all should
not certified sex offender, girl.
I'll just do a mixtape.
I'm not sure if we can say that on the air.
Well, I said it.
Right. I mean,
what else is going on?
What else is going on, child? Child, this Bodyguard remake. You know how we talked about remakes. Remake after remake after remake after remake. I mean, hell, they had we was talking about A Star Is Born before we started. They did I found out they did 4 or 5 of them shits. Okay, so they're trying to remake the iconic movie The Bodyguard. The one that originally starred Miss Whitney Houston. Well, there were some names being thrown around on who's going to star it, and the controversy started after they had the idea of Camila Cabello potentially playing her, starring in it.
Ugh.
Now, my thing is this: what the hell are they doing? Who? Her people, when I said her, Camila Cabello, the way she be getting these, I'm like, but damn, I'm like, you're not even. It's the fact that she's not to be rude or biased, because there probably is people that really enjoy her. She's got to be the most uninteresting artist, but still gets the bag. She still gets the roles. I mean, it's so. I think I know what it is. We all know what it is, but wow, I mean, hell, if you told me Kim Kardashian got the fucking role, I'd have been like, "What? Okay, I felt like she kind of earned that."
Kim is 40.
Maybe, huh?
She's 40. She can't play no young starlet, and she's not a Latina.
Yeah, they want a Latina. I'm like, okay, well, why y'all want a specific role? Shouldn't you want someone that's qualified first?
Well, the new director said that as soon as they offered him the opportunity to direct, he said that he wanted an opportunity to showcase Latin and Hispanic actors, and they said okay. Warner Brothers said, "Oh, great." So,
well, enjoy that remake. Well, we're gonna watch the Whitney Houston version.
I just can't. I can't even see myself.
Let's have a streaming party.
The whole sound. They're gonna have to have a whole brand new soundtrack. Clearly, y'all see what Camila Cabello did to Cinderella. They started off by singing Rhythm Nation. Come on, this is. It's getting frustrating. Can y'all just leave stuff alone? Just leave it alone.
If you're going at least let me see. If you're gonna do oh no, she's not. If you're gonna do somebody that's Latin, somebody that's that got a little bit of a personality. I don't know. Camila Cabello just doesn't scream she'll be playing a singer, so it's kind of on brand. It's okay. She could play herself, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't.
I don't
But
see it, and I won't see it.
All right.
I don't see it, and I won't see it. And if I want to, I will. Now, some people, you said, some people saying Cardi B.
Service for tomorrow, or you
Yeah, her name's too.
I would mind Cardi B opposed to Camila.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like she'll freak that. She'll definitely freak it.
Rachel Marin wasn't a stripper.
I need you to stop. Well,
Whatever. At least that's one thing.
well, look. Well, you said Zendaya. Zendaya would have been good.
I love her. I think that she would have definitely played that role. Yeah.
This one, I stuck his nose all summer because
But I
summer.
don't know. I don't know how I feel about Camila Cabello playing her. Definitely, it would have to be someone, like I said, someone that's just a little bit more qualified. Just this, and I'm not trying to, because I know a lot of people don't really mesh well with, and I get it. Like, I don't want to be too biased about it, but like, I really don't feel like, just look at her. Look at the material. She played in Cinderella, and I feel like the music kind of saved her acting, because she was just when I tell you, she was the most annoying Cinderella I've ever seen. In for real. They
could have just gave that to Ariana.
Ariana Grande would have killed that. And then there's this other conversation of people were talking about on TikTok and other places that this is very on brand for Hollywood to attempt to cast a show from this historically Black role to just the not okay. Let me get this. I'm messing up my words. Like there was people that were saying this is so on brand for Hollywood to do this. Give a historically Black role to a POC that's white passing. I definitely feel that I'm not saying keep it Black, because you can change it up, whatever. But like, don't do it because you just want to. Oh, I just want to have a Latin person on there. Don't do it because you auditioned. You had an audition, and you found someone that was the best person for that role. I don't know. They were saying the same thing about this woman in. They're doing this other biopic of this woman that was in. I forgot her name. But she was definitely, it's like another Harriet Tubman movie, but it's somebody else.
They do another Harriet Tubman movie?
Not a Harriet Tubman movie, but it's like someone that's around that time in slavery and stuff.
Oh, another slavery movie.
Another slavery movie, right? And it's like starring someone that was historically like, oops. But yeah, Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying?
No, it's just, I don't know. It's a lot that's just going on.
Yeah.
With I forgot to change the thing.
Speaking of slaves, let's talk about the master of daytime TV. What's going on with Wendy Williams?
Wendy! Oh my God. So the Wendy Williams show is not coming back this Monday, October 4th. Her Instagram page released an announcement that season 13 premiere will be pushed back again.
Oh, this was the premiere of the 13th season? This is a season premiere they're pushing back?
The season premiere they're pushing back, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And they're saying it.
Just cancel this show, man.
Not just cancel the show.
Cancel it and give Nick Cannon the show. He did a great job as a co-host there.
I liked
that white man,
Keke Palmer. No, I did not like him.
Oh, Keke Palmer. If they give Keke Palmer
or Sherry Shepherd,
but I don't think Keke's not messy. So
we need somebody that's messy.
He ain't messy.
And that white man can do it either.
Messy.
Huh? Who?
Cheryl Shepherd could be messy.
She could be, but we need like a Wendy level messy. They even said that they was never gonna put someone that's actually messy when they was doing doing her little. They did not pick nobody that was messy enough because they didn't want nobody to be like, oh, okay, this might be a Wendy's replacement or whatever. Like, because you can tell that. I mean,
they have to understand the assignment. Like Wendy Williams is she's like the Black female walking tabloid.
Like, remember they was trying to do like the Jerry O show, like that was like that white man that you just brought up. And it was like, oh my God. And Wendy was like, I'm so surprised it didn't get picked up. I'm like, girl, you knew that shit wasn't going to get picked up. He was not entertaining. He cannot do hot topics. Like, sorry.
Yeah. Wasn't feeling it.
Now, if she would have had a girl on there, she would have had a girl. You know what I mean when I say girl.
She would have had Omarosa. Omarosa could have her own.
She would have been too political. Like,
but I don't think she's into pop culture, but she would just literally probably piss everybody off. Everybody come on that show talk about it.
Hell, put Tasha K on there.
Ooh.
Now, she would media training.
Now, I don't know. So, mainstream media, Wendy owns that. But on the web, like in the YouTube verse, Tasha K is definitely, she's surpassed Jason Lee as far as doing entertainment news topics.
Okay.
She covers them. And even Michelle at ATLian or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like Tasha K is, and people in the industry are trusting her with information now. Like they're literally sending her.
Right, because I remember
and that's different when you just comment on shit you see on the blogs, but now that they're sending it, they're feeding it to you to like.
Mm-hmm.
So Tasha K would be good. I like watching Unwind with Tasha K.
She would definitely have to. I mean, if she was ever going to dominate television, she would definitely have to.
Not in this day and market. Tasha K would just have to be Tasha K. Tasha K would be Tasha K, but of course,
daytime television.
On television, everything is different. The production is the production style is different, and she'd be more scripted. But I think as far as like covering hot topics, like she has that under control, and like her opinions resonate with so many people. So it's like she would do well. Like if they tested her, I think that she would do really well. That's just me. I like her.
I'm right.
Just saying.
Well,
so what's going on? It's COVID, right? Does she have COVID?
Well, they say that she doesn't have COVID, but she's still dealing with ongoing medical issues.
Oh, well, her lymphoma. What's it
called? Well,
lymphoma?
She had a whole nervous breakdown though.
She had a nervous breakdown. She's probably back on drugs.
Oh no, but they did see that. You seen that video when she was like, and then she was like, "Oh shit, you ain't seen that?" Yeah, like she.
It's recently.
Yes, it's recently. She reclined on that chair, girl. I was like that because they called her. Yeah, she was smoking something.
They called her.
Caught her. Either she was smoking a vape pen or something was in that vape.
They caught her smoking. Where, at the studio? Or
no, it was in the car. Like she had the window down.
In the car.
Like she was literally like talking like this, that, and the third, and then she seen somebody like, and then backed up.
Lord.
Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, Wendy, they done caught you red-handed, girl. If she's smoking weed,
I don't know. Y'all gotta be careful out here smoking weed, especially like buying off the streets now. Or, I had a friend who had like a drug scare. Like the dealers on the street now, because they have to compete with like dispensaries, are literally lacing their weed with fentanyl because it's supposed to be something that helps make it addictive. You know how they used to like.
So what happened to that person?
Like back in the day, they used to put like sprinkle cocaine in the thing to make it just so it gives you like a different type of feeling and you crave it or whatever. Child, just like never again.
What happened? Like they just
nothing. They just I think it like gives you like a headache. It gives you a rush and then like a headache or something like that.
Because I remember, I swear to God, there was one time where because that back when I was, on the trees, very briefly.
Nigga, you smoke Black and Miles. Relax.
First of all, I stopped. Don't do me.
You don't smoke Black and Miles anymore?
Congratulations. Yes.
How long have you been off the bark?
This semester started, so it's a good month.
Oh, well, congratulations on 30 days.
But we can't talk about it too much because when you talk about it, then I think about it, then I'm like, ooh, let me try it.
It's okay. Have self-control.
Yeah.
Nobody controls you but you.
Child, I got multiple personalities.
I thought you were a Libra. You're not a Gemini.
No, Gemini are two-faced. It's a difference. I have I do. I don't know. Maybe if I did get evaluated, child, they say I have multiple personalities. Because look, there be times I'll be like, okay, but then I'll be like, ooh, but let's. I gotta get it. I gotta keep it together. Anyway, I'm like Nikki, with the alter egos.
Hold on.
But no, like I said, back when I was doing that type of stuff, that type things, It was one time where I really, and it really started me getting started with me getting like really, really paranoid. Like, and it's not even paranoid. Like, I felt like I don't know what it was. All I know is I felt like I was dying. I couldn't see clearly. Like, it was the room. It felt like everything was in a triangle. Like, I felt like you seen Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Remember that part where the ancient one like messed with his mind and he was like going to all these weird fucking places and illusions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like.
When you smoked weed? Was that your first time smoking weed?
No, that was not my first time smoking weed.
No.
But I will say this was my first time doing Chicago. And if y'all know what Chicago is, that means when you hold it in until it gets back to you. I did that with 3 pulls. And I said never again. Heart was racing. I was like, am I not going to come back down? Like, oh my God. I had to stop after that. I couldn't, never again. No, ma'am. So, but as for Wendy, I think I don't think that she's back on drugs. Like if she's doing weed, like I said, that's probably something that she can do that's not really going to harm her that much. Finding better habits that are not as detrimental. I mean, I got that from you. Find something else to do. Find some positive habits that will But no, as for the nervous breakdown, I don't know what's going on with her. I think she needs to hang it up, and I think that and I'm not saying that because I'm a media personality and I want her that slot, or it's not even because of that. I just think when you get to a certain time in your life, it's like you've been through a lot. You got cheated on, child, your husband, knee deep. Let me stop. But like, not Nikki. But like, there was just you had so much woes that it's time for you to just enjoy your life. You got money, like I be seeing her drip. You know what I'm saying? Like just
seeing whose drip?
Oh,
are we still talking about Wendy Williams?
Oh, I mean, not saying that it looked good, but I'm just saying like she has the money to afford her certain type of clothing that she got money. And our apartment's like girl, if you don't just spend the rest of retire, you'll have a good time. You ain't got to do the hot topics no more because at the end of the day, you're not bringing it like you used to.
Well, because we get it at the same time she get it.
I'm like, right. I'm like, honey, we talked about this a week ago.
It's not really hot anymore, but okay.
It ain't that hot. And you started hot topics. Like,
But old habits die hard. And I just think that with all of the shit that Wendy's gone through, she probably still has some triggers that she hasn't been able to disarm. And so falling back into what is comfortable or that as like a temporary patch. I'm pretty sure she's probably dabbling back in the craft of being a junkie. But
we try to say dabbling back into crack.
Dabbling back into crack. I wasn't gonna say it like that, but Yeah. But she can do whatever she want to do. Good luck to Wendy Williams, and good luck for season 13.
Yeah. Well, one other thing that I'm worried about.
Oh, season 14.
I don't know what's going on with this
Atlanta
show at this point. So let's get into it. I'm a little worried about Real Housewives of Atlanta. We just recently found out that Cynthia will not be returning, which I'm fine with that.
Right. I'm so okay with Cynthia Bailey not returning back to Real Housewives.
Okay.
I would rather they bring Noelle back to Atlanta. Let's follow Noelle now.
Not Noelle. Shut up.
Let's see her dating or something.
Yeah. But now we just got word that Porsha not returning. That's confirmed.
That made me sad yesterday.
And get this. There's rumors that Bravo is not happy with Kenya because she took the cast. She's a casting member of Dancing with the Stars, which she looks great, by the way. It definitely, I feel like that suits her well. Definitely when she's not in the drama. But apparently they want her to film scenes in Atlanta because you bring the drama, and if you over there in Dancing with the Stars, You not bringing anything.
So wait, so they're not having Cynthia. They're not gonna bring Porsha back. They're holding Kenya's contract because she's doing Dancing with the Stars, and they don't want to film outside of Atlanta. That only leaves Candy, Drew, Marlo, and I don't think they're bringing LaToya back.
Sheree.
Did they confirm they're bringing Sheree back?
Nothing is confirmed. That's another thing too.
Like
nothing is confirmed. We would have been. We should have been had a.
And then they also said about this new girl in Atlanta, but this just sounds like it's gonna be. This sounds like it's gonna be another sleeper season.
I'm not sure if Kenya is because let's with the whole Kenya thing, everything is alleged. We're not sure if that's true, or we're not even sure if they even having like some kind of debacle with that.
Her and Cynthia are the only ones I was really hoping and praying if I could get an Instagram post. It was like, after much thought and consideration, I've decided that I won't be returning back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'd like to thank Bravo, Truly Original, and everyone on the production team for all of their hard work over the past 10 years. To the girls, thank you for your support. Things are always, the best is yet to come. Like I wanted Kenya and Cynthia to give that together.
Careful what you wish for. I feel like
Porsha has her own show coming out, and she dropped a book.
I'm saying if she's leaving Bravo, is that spinoff still going to happen? Or
she's not leaving Bravo. She's still a host for the chat room. She just won't be.
But she's just not going to be on Real Housewives. My whole thing is this.
But Andy said in his comment, you saw the comment that he made under her post, talking about that he'll accept this as a pause and not a goodbye. So she may be able to come back. She may come back.
No, he want her to come. They don't want her to leave.
How are you gonna sit there after
they're gonna have to figure out
the show wrapped? Porsha did a whole bombshell storyline about now getting engaged to a former friend of the show's husband, and then you just gonna leave. Girl, what the fuck? Is you crazy? We got to see this.
We got to see what's going on with this.
I was like, if Nene's smart, they go to Zeus. Like, Nene, go ahead and go. Nene, go to Zeus. Go ahead and get your life with Nene or your
my life Nene. Okay,
right. And then just bring all these unemployed girls back together.
Child, my thing is this. It is not looking good because, first of all, even if Kenya is still being on the show, she's either not going to be there a lot or not be there at all. Because who's she going to fight with?
Because she's from Candy. She made because maybe Drew. Maybe be her and Drew.
Yeah, but like if she's not there, like Drew. I feel like Drew needs Kenya. She needs drama because, like, other than that, she's not that interesting as a cast member.
I don't know. I think that Drew and LaToya's beef.
We don't even know if LaToya's coming back, and that's the problem. There's no transparency. There's no confirmed set cast. They haven't come out with a trailer yet. It's almost November.
Right. They come out in long enough to be a housewife. But I don't know. It's looking like Real Housewives ain't gonna come out until spring, maybe.
Next year?
It comes out. I actually at this point I wouldn't be surprised if they just
spring summer
on everybody and be like, you know what? Actually, after 13 long years, we've decided that.
Or do a Housewives?
Who else did that? Did the OC went away, right?
New Jersey did.
One of them. Which one of the brands? Dallas,
Jersey's
still here.
No, but they did a pause though. Like that 1 year where I think Teresa went to jail, whatever. Like they didn't have a whole season for a whole year.
They didn't have a season for a whole year when Teresa went to jail.
It was around that time.
Damn. But I think didn't one of her sisters or something like they get a spinoff? They had her own show.
You talking about Melissa Gorga?
No, not Melissa Gorga. The other one, the older one.
Oh, you mean the Manzo family? That they weren't.
Yeah,
they weren't related. But she had a spinoff after that. That was way before Teresa even went to jail. I remember I waited a whole year. I'm like, where's Housewives in Jersey? Because that was my show too.
Real Housewives of Jersey just seemed very ghetto. I enjoyed. Was it Mafia Wives? Mob Wives. Little Staten Island, New York thing. I enjoyed that more than I like Jersey Housewives because they were
scary to me. I'm like,
They're all like adult teenage girls with like. It was just a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all was stuck in Sweet 16 phase, and it's just.
We talk about the same Mob Wives.
I'm talking about Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh, Real Housewives.
Mob Wives brought the drama. Okay?
Right. Like them girls was
drama.
I'm like, child, no. Housewives in New Jersey, it was pretty good. Like I watched it when the season where Teresa and her brother got into it. Her husband fought her brother. I was like, dang, it's too much going on. I was like, why y'all hate Teresa so much? But no, Teresa, she definitely,
she's a lot.
She's a lot. I mean, shit. With the whole thing with her going to jail, I felt bad, but then I was like, oh, because you a Trump supporter. Never mind. Anyway.
Not you said Teresa was a Trump supporter, so you didn't care about her going to jail.
Lock them all up. Lock them all up. No.
Well, we do have some good news. That's I mean, it's good and it's sad, like bittersweet news. It's bittersweet. I enjoyed it.
My show Insecure.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we ever talked about this on here. I didn't know that you watched it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Insecure final season. I think it's happening later this month. Well, it's October, so yeah. I think that's 22nd or something.
Season 5.
Not season 5.
That's what she said. Season 5.
My thing is, well, she's still a director for HBO Max, so she'll make like other shows, but Insecure definitely was a really good show. And I started watching later on. Like I started watching because my best friend started watching it. She said, you need to get into it. I'm like, I don't care about this. Like it's relationship woes and I'm it's so much that I have to keep up on watching. But I actually got to watching it. And it was some good quality content now. Now with Issa, I'm gonna be honest, it's with her stuff it's a hit or miss. But like this made because that movie that she did with Lakeith Steinfeld about the painter and all that. But I'm like, what is that? But Insecure was really good. I definitely it
was a moment.
It was a moment, and I recently started liking Amanda Seales. Like when I first saw her on social media and stuff like that, I did not like her because I felt like she had attitude. After watching her on Insecure, I was like, oh wow, she really is cool. Like yeah, okay.
So you like her character on Insecure, not
her. When you watch a show and then you watch people interviews and stuff like that, not out of context, because I watch her stuff out of context. Okay. So you when you get the clips of her being, her getting, because she'll get you together.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, let me watch some of her interviews. Oh, she's cool. She's cool. Okay, there was a lot of stuff. Yeah,
I loved her on The View. Was it The View? What was that show she was on? She was on The Real.
Yeah,
the
way they put her on The Real,
but they couldn't handle her. They couldn't handle a real bitch like Amanda Seales.
They should have put her on The View, okay? Because I want her to go head to head with
Megan McCain.
Yeah, before she left.
Can you imagine Amanda Seales on The View? Oh my God!
I felt like she should have been on there.
Maybe when Whoopi retires.
Yeah.
But she said she would never do another show like that again.
Not really.
She said she would never do a show like that again.
You know what man on there that I love? Though?
She doesn't want to be put in a position where she has to curtail what she says based on how a network's expectations or something like that. So I get it.
But no, Lawrence. Whew, buddy.
Get over yourself. You're lusting.
Not lusting.
Speaking of lust,
Lil
Nas X is single again.
What you mean?
He went on Radio Andy last night on Sirius XM and shared that, nearly a month after he said he had found the one, everybody was all excited because he was supposedly in a relationship with his backup dancer or whatever, the one that he was in the video with. They're not together anymore. He said he just wants to take time to work on his music and he'll kiss a boy every now and again. But
let me go in his DMs.
Here's my chance.
Child, what? Yeah, well, I mean, him dating his background dancer. I'm not to be that guy. Not to be that guy, but it could be a little unethical. You know what I'm saying? And it could ruin a business relationship because I mean that guy can dance. He's definitely good at what he does. But maybe I seen him post him recently, I think yesterday. So maybe they're still friends. So he's young. He's like what, 22? He young, dumb, cute. He'll definitely be with other people until he finds the one. Probably at 30. Let me stop. Because that's what happens in our community, child. I'm happy for
Good.
What?
4 p.m. Child.
Child, what? Oh, child, you don't scare me. I'm thinking I got a whole interview to do. Now, Derek, what's going on?
Woo!
What?
Nothing. I'm glad I did my face already. Shit.
Child, what's going on?
I gotta get across this bridge. I gotta get to Harlem by 4 o'clock.
Okay, well, let's get this.
Ain't that great?
That's great.
Yeah. Not America out of money, child.
Let's get this last topic out the way before we go, child. Yes. So the Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, warned lawmakers that the federal government will likely run out of cash by October 18th unless Congress raise the debt ceiling. Now, people are also talking about there's supposed to be like a government shutdown within the next 48 hours.
Okay.
What that mean, Craig?
Mean nothing to me.
Don't mean nothing to me.
I'm relying on the government at the moment. I mean, ain't like we get no stimulus. So
I'm like, yo, somebody really in was tweeting about it too. They was like, "Well, am I still getting my stimmy?"
The answer is no. No, you will not. God bless. But the answer is no, you will not.
I tweeted too. I'm like, what the printer broke?
I'm like, don't we make our own money? Just make some more.
Like, oh my God. It just
but it's fine. It's doomed to happen. It's doomed to happen that the American dollar is gonna fail and we'll all be stuck with digital currency. So I hope you guys have been buying Bitcoin. It went up today. So I watched my little tracker in my Cash app.
Oops, see now. Yeah. I ain't know. Look, I ain't get into that because I wasn't sure about it. My head look a little scammiana.
Whatever.
Not Bitcoin, child. We're gonna be freaking. Let me say, it's gonna be like that movie Ryan Seacrest where you had to put in your time. You pay for shit with your girl.
Oh, you do that anyway. But that's another conversation.
Oh, not you getting philosophical. Don't get this is not the time.
Everything with your time and your energy, things you cannot get back. You can always make more money. I mean, if you're smart, enterprising. So hopefully they'll probably vote to get this to increase the debt ceiling. But it's kind of crazy because watching the Republicans, like y'all voted for the tax cuts and ballooned the debt during the Trump presidency. But now y'all talking about if it fails, it's on Biden. Like y'all are dumb. And they play this game every time. The Republicans do this every time. Every time. Less federal regulations, blow up the debt, and then as soon as the Democrat gets in, they're like, that's too much money. That's too much money. We can't afford it. Like,
Biden.
Y'all got all these billionaires, all these companies that don't pay taxes that y'all just gave tax breaks to, and you complain about money now?
Now, raising the ceiling, that means the debt ceiling.
Raising the debt ceiling means that federally it's approved for them to increase how much debt America can hold.
Okay.
Yeah. So increasing the debt just means how much more of our resources we can either borrow from China, but still. Yeah. Right. You know, America runs on credit at this point.
You said America runs on what?
On credit. Like that's why it's the debt ceiling. We owe money. Like we owe people shit.
Ciao. These other countries are gonna be coming up in here like big worm, like you.
Where's my money?
Well, who do we owe? We owe China, right?
We owe a lot of people, but China is definitely one of our. Yeah,
I'm gonna be like Sheree, like, what's she gonna do? Child, not they gave us. Let me stop. They get this damn podcast deleted, girl.
I don't want no problem.
They gave us something so we can. Child, let me stop. Allegedly. And on that note.
Well, it has been great, Darren. I think that you've gotten us canceled now. So I just want to say to our fans, thank you so much for listening to us for the past 15 years.
Not the past 15 years. Honey, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to comment if you are watching this on YouTube or wherever you are listening to this content. And until next time, I'm your host, Darren Green.
I'm Prince Derek Dahl.
And this is the Darren Green Show signing out, guys. Bye.
If you like what you heard, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and give us a 5-star rating. As always, enjoy the convo.